This meeting is being recorded.
What's up, my guy?
I agree with my brother.
How's it going?
Let's go to higher side.
Well, thank God so.
How's the weather over there?
What do you think?
Minus 40.
Come on, man. It's not that bad yet. Nah, I think it's like, shit, let me see. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Minus six.
Minus what?
Six.
I think it's getting better then. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it's just that way. It's meant to go back to like minus 10 or so by tomorrow. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. But yeah, the weather is not that bad. How is yours though?
I think man, the weather is not that bad. I think we are like 7 or thereabouts.
Minus or just seven?
Positive, yeah.
Just seven. Oh, okay. Okay. Makes sense. Jaden, how's it going, boss?
Hey, how you doing, Shola?
Good, bro.
It's good.
How is module four?
It's not bad. I was troubleshooting for like an hour yesterday
Oh, okay.
because when I was trying to build the VPC, but I was getting errors. It kept telling me that it matches my infrastructure already. I don't remember what exactly. So I have a screenshot. Let
Right.
me just go on my laptop
Yeah,
to
sure.
see it. It wasn't like an error message when I was looking up on ChatGPT. It
Right.
wasn't like an error message. It was just saying that what I was building already matches with
That's
what I
interesting.
was. Yeah. Let me just see the exact error message. But other than that, it's not too bad.
That's
I'm
nice.
gonna finish everything else today.
Module five or just
Well,
four?
no, module four.
Or
I'm
four.
gonna just do the EC2, and I think what is the other one?
Uh, networking security group, extra buckets. Oh,
Oh yeah, and the remote access. Yeah, I'm gonna finish all this today. It's not too
okay.
bad.
Very cool.
Yeah, I just want to get to the projects.
Yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, you are almost there, so you should be good. Hey,
Let me see.
hola.
Yes.
How's it going, boss? Are you there? Hola, are you there? I think it's AFK. So as always, we'll wait for until like 4:10 before we start the full call. And as always, again, I'm expecting a bunch more people still.
Oh, okay. So it was saying no changes. Your infrastructure matches the configuration.
No changes.
Yeah, that's what it was
So,
saying.
so pretty much more. It always means in or can you share your screen?
I mean, no, it's I'm looking on ChatGPT on what I was
Oh,
typing in. But I
oh,
fixed it
okay.
yesterday. But I was doing all this unnecessary troubleshooting, and all I
Right.
had to do was change the region.
Right, right. Trust me.
That's with the hour just
Yeah, I mean module 7, the first project. I spent about, don't worry, you guys will see this overall when you guys get to module 7. I spent about an hour troubleshooting a issue when I can just, build the same stuff, which I think it was S3 buckets. It wasn't letting me build it in my region. I could just easily build it in a different region, but that took me like an hour. So it is part of the experience too.
yeah. But I know the code wasn't wrong or anything like that.
Right.
Because I kept and another error kept giving me was but this one was kind of simple. I knew how to fix this one. I think it was like it says error duplicate provider config. It's just because it's just because I had it in like I guess in a provider file and then like the main file as well.
What do you mean?
I guess two of the same lines of code. So it gave me I was like it says error duplicate provider config.
Provider. Okay. I get that. Providers for providers, you can only have a single one, right? So, and
Yeah.
yeah, do you know what a provider is?
That's just I actually don't. I feel like I do, but I don't.
Okay, so a provider is basically, so view it this way. One of the benefits of Terraform is multi-cloud, right?
Hmm.
So basically means you can you can use Terraform on for different, platforms, Azure, AWS, GCP, whatever. So now, how do Terraform know which specific platform it is working on? That's
Oh, the
what,
provider.
right. That's where provider comes to place. It's just us telling Terraform, yo, we are working in these environments.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, but you can only define it once. If you have different um config file with different some providers or all that, it will not work.
What if I just make another folder? I could like have one for Azure, one for AWS, and like that.
That's different.
That's different. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, second. We'll start in this 1 minute. Still waiting for way more people.
Wait, so like, and out of like a regular job, you just keep the same folders, and you just like say if you need to like build out infrastructure, you just use the same one. You just run the same code, or how does it
So
work?
one, yes. Two, we're gonna try it out.
Okay.
So we don't have much people joining today. So what we'll do is we'll do more hands-on stuff, more, with Terraform stuff. Now, just giving you guys heads up. I love Terraform. Those that know me, that up on calls with me, understand that Terraform to me is a cheat code, and um my apologies. So Terraform is a cheat code where module 1 to module 3 is obviously the fundamentals. You guys have to know what you are building. Terraform is that cheat code that lets you build those same stuff, the same stuff you guys are building manually, but in a much more bigger scale. So, so to answer your question, Jaden, you said if you have a Terraform file, right, or folder, can you use it, right? Or I'm not sure. Maybe that was your question. Hey, Jaden, are you there? Hello, Jaden.
Oh, I was talking on mute. I was basically saying, like say you're at a company and then they need you to build out infrastructure like on different occasions. Of
Right.
course, some of the information is going to change, like IPs and stuff like that, and the CDR blocks, but like the base of it is going to be the same,
It depends.
and like different subnets and
So no, one, it depends. It depends on what exactly they want you to build. So few um few months ago, I had this job. For those I don't know, I do multiple jobs because or why not? I had this job where I was building infrastructures every single day and deleting them every single day. Why? Because the there was a different department, the dev departments, they needed a environment where they can build whatever app they were building or software they were building, they can build it in a obviously more secure environment and delete it. So I was building something we call test environments, right? So if you are in if you have a job that requires that, you just have to build it once, right? And Terraform, one of the best parts about Terraform, I'm going to do this while sharing my screen. One of the best parts about Terraform is something called config file. A config file is pretty much, I'm gonna start off from scratch. Cool. Perfect. So a config file is pretty much a blueprint of what you have already built, or a blueprint of what somebody else have already built, right? So to give you an example, now I've done obviously lots of Terraform, projects, whatever, and I will. This is the auto scaling project. Now this is project two in the course, right? Now if I open this, it automatically gives me all of this. Now I want somebody to come off mute and explain what a resource is. You don't have to give me the official evan definition, but I just want to know exactly what resources means. Anybody?
it's basically like the definition of what you're building,
You
like
so
VPC, like what you're building. It's basically what you're building, like VPC,
cool,
EC2.
cool, cool. Right. So that's that one. Yes, artisan true. Also, a so when you open a config file, now this is what we call a config. They call it different name, but our official title is a config file. I've already built this stuff before already. When you guys do get a job, there's always two options. In most cases, almost every single company already have their config files. In most cases, but in some rare case where they're asking you guys to um where they were asking you guys to build out this infrastructure with Terraform. I have shown you guys already how to build a full Terraform script from scratch. Now I don't want if you haven't gone to module 7, do not overthink this. When you do get to module 7, you're gonna be doing this. This is module 7 project 2, right? A- ALB, which is a load balancer, auto scaling, IAM, templates, networking, whatever. These are a bunch of different. There's about, let me see, there are, I think there's about 26 resources here. Let me, it's gonna give me this in a second. So cool. There is 26 different resources here, right? Now, the crazy part I'm showing you guys, let's say from a job point of view, right? I am about to build 26 full on, resources, a full infrastructure that they are all talking to each all other. They're all connected. If I wasn't teaching or coaching right now, it would take me less than 3 minutes to literally build out a 26 resources infrastructure that they are all connected. My question is, why can't I build out this type of uh, infrastructure in like less than one minute?
ChatGPT? Or
I mean, no.
oh, because you already have
What's your
file.
question again?
My question is, why can't I build out a full infrastructure, right? A full multi infrastructure in less than 1 minute?
Okay, because you already have the config files and it's something you've already built and possibly you've already troubleshooted the first time you did it. So doing it the second time, you will do it faster.
So one, you are 90% right, but I'm looking for a specific one.
Now, is it templates? You already have set template set that you use to. You just need to add the information that you need to add on there to create.
So what is that template called?
Terraform or
Terraform.
infrastructure code.
Everything is on Terraform, right? But that template, what exactly is it
Just
called?
Terraform
Config.
see all the infrastructure as a code.
No.
VS Code.
No.
Oh,
What was the question again? Shala?
The question, so there is multiple questions that already answered the first question. The second question is, I'm able to build out this entire infrastructure, right? So these files are pretty much saved on my system, right? That saved file, what is it called? If you use the attribute, I will know. Anyone?
Config files.
So config files is pretty much this
Okay.
file. I mean, yeah, I mean, kind of, right? But config files are the individual files,
Correct.
right? So this aob.tf is one file, autoscaling.tf is on the file. Now, what is everything called?
That wouldn't be that wouldn't be DevOps like automation.
But inside that's your Terraform, you called it auto scaling project. So if you're using all those resources under your auto scaling project to do that, would that be called the auto scaling project template?
So what if I do this? I make on that file named jollof.rice.tf. That technically doesn't mean the entire project is jollof rice, right? So the actual name, these names you guys are saying does not matter at all. I am just naming this stuff to make it easier for me to actually read. So when it comes to Terraform, Again, the names of the files, the folder does not matter. You can name it whatever you want. All that matters is what is inside the file. If this is called, let's say I change this to other fries dot tf, right? I change this one to, but if I come inside, the file itself, this is another question. How do I know what type of resources I'm building?
You're going to have a meeting with
I'm having one
your
now.
huh?
I'm having that
I'm
meeting
trying
now.
to understand the question. You said how do you know the resources you're building out?
Right. Somebody give you guys a config file, right? And that config file is called $fries.tf,
Okay.
right? Now, inside the config file, obviously there is no Terraform, there's no resources called, jollof fries, of course. How do you know what resources you are actually building?
The
I think
res
okay.
searching up a resource.
I just gave you guys the answer. So yes, literally, right? And the only way, or the most easiest way to know what resources you are building is literally to say it in front of it. Resource, then we know, oh, this is what we are actually building. In this case, we are building a auto scaling policy, right? For people that haven't gone to module 7, let's say for module 3, I'm sure almost everybody have actually passed module 3. So you can see it here. I'm coming. So you can see it here. The resource we are actually building for IAM is called IAM, AWS underscore IAM roles, right? So literally all we are building with this is one, the resource we are building is IAM role. On that resource we are building with this is what IAM role policy attachment. Another one we are building is obviously, anyway, my point is the best way to know what resources you are actually building is by checking, well, the file itself. Now, let's take a step back. For people that just joined, I asked a question earlier on. If we have one of the benefits of Terraform is we having something that we can keep reusing over and over again, right? But when we save that specific or that group of file, what is it called? What is the name of those files you just saved?
Is it templates?
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. I mean, you can call it template, you can call it blueprints. Like there's different name, but there's a official name.
What does it start with?
M.
Config file.
Nope. It starts with M.
With M.
Right.
Main file? Nah.
That's right. That's right. So I think more people just join. So I'm gonna ask the question one more time before I answer is again, one of the benefits of Terraform is we have it a reusable files that we can obviously use whenever, right? Now, those files are always inside a folder, or it can even be individual whatever. Now, what are those bunch of files or those bunch of reusable files called?
That won't be module.
Who, who was that?
Hola.
Module.
Okay. Yeah, modules.
Close.
And
Okay.
right, one, it is called a module, and the main is why I'm trying to hammer this type of stuff in. Also, just a little bit of heads up for those people that are not in module 4 yet. Do not let this stuff get crazy. It is extremely simple once you guys start doing Terraform. So don't these crazy words you're saying, it is super simple. But yeah, back
Hey,
back to
Charlotte, are they? Is it your JSON files? Is that what it is?
you said what?
Is it JSON files?
JSON, no, JSON is like a language of its own.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that is way different. I'm out. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, bro, that is fine, right? If you haven't gone to module 4, that's completely okay. So and anyway, those files are what we call modules. Modules are pretty much is the official term for it. The same way you guys won't be saying oh, just bunch of words, or it's just a Terraform file. We call it Terraform config file. When you guys start going for interviews, sometimes um what these hiring managers or no what they normally do is they're going to throw out those terms. That way they just want to know if you know what you are doing. So anyway, one of the benefits of Terraform is obviously having a module that we can reuse. Now, I made this file. It's called auto scaling. I made it like months back, about maybe like 4 months. Now, I will be building out the entire infrastructure. Second, come on. So I'm gonna be building out the entire infrastructure. The first code I used was something called Terraform init. Can somebody explain what Terraform init is? For this is for people that have done Audio 4 or who currently doing Audio 4.
It's for Terraform to check the environment if everything is right.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then what is Terraform plan then?
To show you
Then
what
to,
code you're gonna build out.
Right. Then what is Terraform apply?
then to start deploying it.
Deploy what?
What we have planned to build
Yeah.
What's it called?
resources.
Cool. 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 So yes. And I'm gonna use Terraform apply now. So it took a while to build out the entire stuff. But I just want to show you guys now. Before I was able to start using Terraform apply, Terraform plan, whatever, the first thing I did was obviously made a folder, made the entire config file. Those stuff took me. I did it on a live call actually, which you guys will watch on module 7. I think about 2 hours or so to really build everything. If I wasn't, coaching at the same time, teaching at the same time, probably would take me like half an hour, right? And that same module I built few months back without changing nothing. I am I'm trying to rebuild the same stuff again. Do you guys understand what I just said? If you don't, type 1. If you do, type 2. Again, if you guys understand what I just said, type 2. If you don't, type 1.
Wait, can you say it again?
If you understand the explanation I just gave regarding Terraform, type 2. If you don't, Type 1.
No, I'm saying, can you say the explanation again?
Or the explanation about Terraform. So the entire point of Terraform is having a reusable module that you can use whenever without making no changes. Sometimes probably gonna make maybe one or two changes, but if it took you 1 hour to build out the entire infrastructure just to troubleshoot the issues, whatever. Next time you want to use the same file, you will not have to go through the same process again. So having a reusable blueprint you can use whenever you want. That is the benefit of Terraform. You understand?
Yep.
Perfect. So type 1. So Loconzo. All right. So if you haven't gotten to modules 4, I don't want to confuse you guys, too much, right? So I'm gonna keep it simple. Amal, I'm gonna answer your questions in a second. I just want to build out this stuff. It takes forever. Now, while the stuff is still building, what we are trying to build is one IAM, right? Everybody should know what IAM is if you have gotten to module 3. Before that, I just built out the entire 26 different resources without running into a single error at all. People building Terraform for the first time, as for every, you probably went through about 10, 20 different errors, right? Once you are done building that Terraform file, config file, you can reuse it without going through the same error. Now, let us confirm if what I just built worked. Now, I think this is let me check what's my stuff is. Okay, I'm using US East 1 to make sure. Cool, perfect. Now, auto scaling, we have 0. Load balancer, we have 0. Instance, we have 0, right? If I refresh, cool. Auto scaling, 1. Instance, 1. Load balancer, 1. Elastic IP2, same to with security group. We just built out this entire infrastructure with Terraform just now. You can see the name is called Terraform auto scaling. If you understand what we just did, type 1. If you don't, type 2. If you understand, type 1. If you don't, type 2. Perfect. Nice. Now, can somebody come off mute, and as this is for people that have done module 7, and explain what auto scaling is. If you have done module 7, just come
I
up.
want to try.
Sure.
So autoscaling is a tool we use to um scale up and scale down um our resources when there is traffic. According to the traffic, when there is a spike in traffic, it creates a new instance to manage that traffic, increase in traffic. And when the traffic decrease, it shuts down. So it scales up and scales down. That's a tool we use to scale up and scale down um our EC2.
Perfect. Now, I want to explain this. What Charles said makes sense. Like, it's super straightforward. Again, I don't want people to overthink this. and I want every single person to listen to what I'm about to say. The way company works or the way infrastructure works is extremely simple. But just understand a good infrastructure, well, means you need a solid structure, right? Now, so let's do it this way. You have a company. You have a you have a company. Your company uses websites. Let's say your as a web application. Let's say your company name is Netflix, or you own a Netflix. Now, everybody who watches Netflix, or at least most people watches Netflix. And let's say your Netflix is being hosted inside your EC2 instance, right? So it is connected to your instance, one instance. Now let's say this instance can only undo 1,000 people at once. And there is, because of a new movie coming out or series or whatever, more people try joining Netflix at the same time. If Netflix website can only handle 1,000 traffic, and 2,000 people tries joining at the same time, what happens?
It will crash.
Why?
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 Because the traffic is more than the designed one for it.
Cool. What we see as consumers is, oh, the server is the website is lagging or too slow or giving me errors, whatever. But from an engineer point of view, oh, we're thinking, oh, this server doesn't, or this website doesn't have enough server. So how do we fix that? We add another server, right? Now, this now has two servers that it is the website now have two separate servers, which can now undo the load. If you understand what I just said, type 1. If you don't, type 2. This is extremely important. By the way, perfect. Nice. They only 4. I'm expecting more people. Okay, perfect. Nice. So, a second. Now, we have two servers now, right? Which is obviously attached to the website. What project 2 is teaching you guys is knowing how to auto scale up and scale down. Scaling down in this regard of, let's say, because of the hype, there was much lot of people because of the movie coming out. There's so much hype. People came in to watch that movie. What happens when those same people leaves and the traffic falls down to, let's say, just 600? What happens then? Apart from Joseph, I want somebody else to explain.
Just wasting resources.
Cool. Then how do we fix that?
Yeah.
That's where scaling down comes into place. So scaling down means we don't need this extra server anymore, right? So we only need a single server. But there's an issue there. If we are doing this stuff manually, we are prone to issues. What if I'm sleeping? Just like 12 a.m. and traffic just suddenly spikes. Boom. There's no way for me to just log on and just try to. I mean, it's possible, but there'll be a downtime. Maybe it took me about 30 minutes just to clean my face, get the alert, or figure out what's going on. That means my website is down for 30 minutes. That means bad user experience. Bad user experience from a business point of view is what? Business losing money. One thing business will almost never do is lose money. So learning this skill set, knowing this project and how to scale. I'll give you guys the full explanation in a second. Knowing this project and how to scale up automatically, even if you are sleeping, when traffic spikes, it automatically adds more server and it spreads out those server in terms of spreading out, so spread out the traffic. We have additional servers, right? How do we make sure that the traffic is spread out evenly? I want somebody else again to explain. How do we spread this traffic among these some servers evenly?
That'll be load balancing.
Perfect, right? The job of a load balancer is to spread out this traffic, and is to be doing it automatically. The question now is, how do we, or how do the entire system know when to add more servers? There's different ways to go about it, but the most easiest and most straightforward way is back to module 3, so something called CloudWatch. For everybody that have done module 3, you should know what CloudWatch is. So now this is your CloudWatch, graph metric, or whatever. This is, let's say, 100, right? This is 50. This is 0. So normal traffic looks something, like this. It is never straight. In most cases, it's going to be like this, right? We can set up a rule. I'll call it the rule where, if the traffic spikes over 50%, launch another server. You should never wait until when traffic reach 100%. If traffic reach 100%, what happens? Anyone?
Gonna crash.
Perfect, right? So we should never wait until when traffic reaches 100%. So how do we fix that? We will set up a rule where, if the store reaches 50, 60, 70%, and industrial standards is about 75% ish, right? If it really reaches that, launch more servers. So what will happen is, CloudWatch will send a signal to where?
So load balancer.
Watch.
Also scaling.
Right, cool. Then it will automatically trigger it and launch more servers.
Oh yeah,
Do you
yeah.
guys understand what I just said? If you understand, type 1. If you don't, type 2. Don't be shy, don't be afraid, nothing. If you understand, type 1. If you don't, type 2. Perfect. Cool. So now let's now continue from where I stopped. So a second, gotta close this shit first. So what I did just now is building out the entire infrastructure with Terraform with a module file that I have already had, right? Now, what I built out is obviously the networking section, the efficacy second. Cool. Auto scaling, right? I just with this stuff out. I don't think I did said the last one I had either. Shit. So, but well, anyway, I built out this one. I built out IM2, I think. Let me see. No, this is not it. Cool. Can somebody explain what SSM means? Can somebody explain what SSM means? Come on, man. Anybody?
SSM
Is that
mean,
another? Okay.
I think it's another name for SSH, session manager.
Nope, wrong.
Is another way of rebooting access into the instance.
So from
That's
module
system.
right from module 1 to module 6, I made every single person use something called SSH, right? Where I know is a little bit complicated to use SSH, that kind of stuff. Realistically, you guys use something called SSM. I'm not able can see my screen. Imagine if I can remote access into my server by just doing this. Connect. And that's it. The old SSH using your access key, then the keeper, the public IP, whatever. I'm showing you guys. For Module 7 again, you guys doing this. How to remote access into the same server with just a click of two or three buttons, right? So now the same Terraform scripts, or the same Terraform modules we used made a role for load balancer, made one for obviously auto scaling, made one for SSM, and it's one role for the service explorer. Okay, so now also obviously we did want to for instance. Now, how do we stress test this server? How do we stress test everything? Anyone, if you have done module 7, you should know.
You can stress test it by downloading stress on your EC2 and loading, adding more stress to it.
Ow.
You need to download the stress and
Ow.
by using the command.
What command?
I don't know.
Now, how can you guys get any command prompts apart from Charles, and Joseph? How can you guys get any single command prompt?
ChatGPT.
Cool. Cool. So don't overthink it, right? And we'll be doing the exact same stuff yet. So, a second, let's move this. I want to cool. Should I start? I'm using instance. CPU, cool. Whenever you guys see sudo, what does that mean?
Isn't that like root?
Superuser.
What's root?
Like admin?
Cool. Yep. I'm gonna switch this up. I don't want to run it for 5 5 minutes. That just crazy. Still downloading. All right, perfect. So what are we doing now? For somebody that have done module 7, what are we doing now? Hello?
We are trying to stress the server
Why?
to confirm if auto scaling and load balancer is working.
Okay, so if it is working, what should happen then?
So by doing this, you stress the server and it spikes up the traffic and CloudWatch sends a signal to auto scaling, telling it that it has exceeded the threshold, and auto scaling automatically builds out another server. Then load balancer takes it and spread it to the evenly to the EC2
So
instance.
I mean, that is good, right? What happens if you test it and everything works fine, but no server was actually launched.
Yeah, when I did mine, I encountered that same issue.
Okay.
So I tried troubleshooting it. I noticed that yeah, it worked, but CloudWatch didn't send any notification to auto scaling because the stress has not exceeded the threshold. That's the 60 of, then I was using 50% threshold. So it didn't exceed that 50%. So it didn't send anything and thereby not building any server. But
So I'm listening.
huh?
No.
Once the traffic exceed that threshold, CloudWatch will send notice to auto scaling automatically and thereby building out a new server.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how do you fix that?
By adding more stress.
When you say adding more stress, what do you mean?
So first time I was using like ChatGPT just said I should use more stress and gave me another one, maybe 2 CPU and 180 stress or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't know how to put it, but I don't know. But that
No, that is so totally fine. There is two ways about going fixing that in the institution. One, changing the CPU. You can increase it to like you can say, you know what, I want you to stress this stuff for more than 60 seconds. The longer it goes, the higher the old stress stuff will be. Or change the CPU. If you're not sure what to do, it's super simple. Take a screenshot of both and I'm going to explain this graph to in this second. Take these screenshots and obviously ChatGPT is going to tell you exactly what to do. Now, if you come back over to our cloud watch, can somebody explain what is going on here? Anyone?
Yes.
Okay.
So it says every 3 minutes I want you to report and check the CPU to see if it's over 50% utilization.
Right. Cool. Now, that's perfect. What about now is we trigger this. it's obviously, said to say that it got triggered for like 1 minute, whatever. The question is, with this, will they uh, uh, automatically trigger the auto scaling? In these charts, will this automatically trigger the auto scaling?
If it goes over the 50%, it should.
It should. Cool. In this case, it did not,
It
right?
did not.
Because there was not enough traffic going into the instance. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If you are lost, let me know. If you understand, type 1. If you don't, type 2. Only 2, 3, okay. Cool. So what we do now is we will now stress it for longer. Last time it was 1 minute. Now we should stress it for 4 minutes straight. It will take a while before it get there. But what we are expecting is we want to see two things. Number one, there should be another instance here. It will take about 6 minutes before it appears. That's number one. And number two, second. Cool. So we have one on the, I think it's one we just delete a second. So what is this? For people that have done audio 7, so back on top. When you guys see this, what is this? I know there's at least few people on this call that have gone through audio 7. Anyone? So what is health check in for load balancers? I'm going to ask again. What is an health check in load balancer? So how do we know if the remember load balancer spread traffic from obviously across all servers? How do we know if the server that load balancer is trying to spread traffic to is actually working fine? That is where health check comes into place. I won't go much in details into this because of obviously people that haven't gone to that stage yet, and we are pretty much one hour in. So while waiting for this to finish up, it's still loading. While waiting for the last stuff to finish up, we'll do the normal stuff. I'm gonna go around, ask everybody what's working, what isn't working. Then whenever this is done, then we'll just shift back to it. That way, you guys will see the additional servers. So as always, I'm gonna to start with Osan. What's up, boss? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon, boss.
Yeah, I just started into the module 4.
Okay.
I sent in module 3 action steps.
Right.
1 second, let me open this real quick. Something I was going to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
say it was in the databases, right? Um,
Database. Okay.
with with the with the EC2 instance, right? And getting the S3, installing my SQL. That's what it was.
Okay.
So you said we should use the EC2 instance that we had before
Right.
uh, to install the MySQL. But in the security group that we had, um, the options that we chose was to do SSH, ICM all, and I think that's what it's called, ICM all,
Mm-hmm.
and then IPv4 all, everyone,
Right.
anyone, right?
Right.
But when it came the time to install the SQL Server via terminal, it won't let me do it. Yeah, AWS kept blocking it and blocking it. Um, when I'll go back to ChatGPT and say, okay, what's wrong with it? It will tell me that I don't have, I don't my instance is not open. The outbound, I don't have an outbound rule that allows anything to come in. So it won't let me do it at all until I went to go add an extra rule to let everything
Okay.
in, where it would let me install the SQL server. So
That,
that's one issue that I faced.
right.
That's what actually delayed me because I was trying to figure out why I was not doing that. But eventually, I said, okay, it was not going to take my time. I just went ahead
Right.
and created that extra rule to let everything in, and it let me install it.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. So, um, you always need a um outbound rule, most like just like all access IP, ICMP for outbound. So yes, I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the video. If I did not, then definitely I'm gonna make a short video explaining that, part two.
Yeah, so it was that was on there because the EC2 instance we say the ICM all um, for ICM all. Then when it goes to the destination on the source, the other side it was still IPv4 all, and it's the same thing within SSH, and we did that, and we did the same thing for the inbound rules and the outbound rules, right?
Right.
So, but it still won't allow it in until I did for everything, like no restriction of nodes. Restriction of say okay IPv4, IPv6.
Right.
Maybe I don't know if that's where the problem was.
So
I
IP.
just did all.
So you use IPv4, and I'm kind of confused because if you have your outbound rule set on IP on I say MP, then you should be able to install packages.
Yeah,
Is
it was blocking my SQL. Um, it kept giving me some errors, and I put in ChatGPT. ChatGPT kept telling the EC2 instance is blocking it. My terminal from going there and install the secure server.
that
So yeah,
Yeah, it's probably gonna be something else because normally it shouldn't, let you. So
yeah.
for sure, I'll say there is something else, for sure.
And I'll try it again. I'll keep doing it again, just in case my back. But I know the exact same thing that I use for the inbound as for the outbound, and
Right.
that's what you said to do on it.
Right.
And yeah, they won't let me do it. But yeah, I was able to do it though after I just did all.
Right. So
Yeah.
next time, to make it easier, paste the screenshot error, right? Paste it in this Slack channel, and just put
Okay.
what issue you have. That way, it is a lot easier for me to help out if I see exactly what the issue is.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. All right.
Thank you.
Cool. So before I move on to the next person, I also want to round up on this stuff that we're actually doing. The SSM stuff worked, obviously, and do you guys understand what just happened here? I want
Went
somebody
over
to come up
50%.
with what?
It went over 50% utilization.
Okay. Why? Why though?
Um,
Anybody else? There's so many people on this call, man. Anybody else? Can somebody explain why the traffic just spiked?
Could you put the CPU up?
We just added we literally what we did
We
was
increased the minutes too.
right. We literally just added traffic to the server, to the instance, right? And obviously the traffic spikes. Now, based on the entire system it just built, if the traffic spikes, what happens?
it will create a new EC2 instance.
Cool. It's literally building this right now. Still, I mean, it's pretty much built. This is what happens. It will automatically build out a full instance with the obviously with the IAM role, with the subnets, everything, literally every single thing. Now, what happens when this traffic goes down?
It
Anyone?
will delete it.
Why?
If it's below 50%, then it doesn't need the second server.
Cool. That is in a nutshell. That is what auto scaling is from a business from a industrial grade. Do you guys think this is difficult? Be honest.
No.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Hello, Mo, Andrew, Edibor, Chimeze. Are you guys there?
Yeah, can you say that one more time?
So, do you think auto scaling is difficult?
No, I don't think it's difficult. Just like you mentioned, that if we add more traffic, it automatically scales up. If traffic is low below 50%, it drops down.
Right.
So it definitely helps us in terms of cost.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And one thing most people don't understand was the main reason I'm actually bringing up this specific auto scaling is I did an interview for someone last week at my job. They're trying to obviously join and all of that. And this guy has 12 years experience in IT. He's been a DevOps engineer apparently for the past 8 years. He doesn't know what the hell auto scaling is. 8 years experience in DevOps, IT, or DevOps cloud stuff. Doesn't know what the hell auto scaling is. If you have or if you are working for a business, or if you have your business that is not scalable, you will lose money. So even though it is extremely simple, the way I just explained it, and the way I'm not talking about it is simple kind of stuff. It is simple, but it is so valuable if you know one, how to build it, two, how to articulate it, understand why are you using this type of instance, why are you using this, why are you using that. So yeah, I'm gonna stop there for the auto scaling. In the meantime, I'll go back to asking everybody the same stuff. So as always, for people that are joining this stuff for the first time, what I normally do is I go around, ask everybody what is working, what isn't working in terms of their modules, projects, whatever, and yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to unblock you. So next person is gonna be Jaden.
I think everything is working.
Okay.
Just of course I'm running through it, like running into issues,
Right.
but I'm just once I do run into issues, I just troubleshoot it and eventually it works.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So,
Cool. Yeah, that's nice. I think we have spoken earlier on regarding the issues you had with Terraform, which is okay. It is completely normal to have issues, so that's good, right?
it wasn't even issues with Terraform. Just the region. Because you know what it was? It was working,
Right.
but I wasn't seeing it because I was in the wrong region, and
Oh,
that's annoying.
okay. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm like, oh, it's not even working.
Trust me, it has happened to me so many times, and it's happened to a bunch of people too on this call so many times. So it is, you know, out of
Yeah,
the experience too. All right.
yeah. Kind of fun though.
Yeah. Hell yeah. For sure, for sure. So yeah, next person gonna be Sean Autoboss.
Hi everyone. Hi, Shola. I'm good.
So boss.
I Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm presently on my Module 2 and still going through the videos. Module 1 will be sent in very soon. I'm still working on it. I've not completed it. But
Okay.
so far so good. I don't have any problem.
Okay. All right, cool. Nice. So just keep on going on that pace. And as always, if you have any issues, let me know. All right.
Okay, good.
Perfect, perfect. Abayomi, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey,
Good
good.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. Right.
Hey, evening, bro.
Yeah, it's going on fine. I think I just finished project 2 the second time today.
Okay.
Proceeding to the tech challenge 1.
Okay. Okay.
So also trying to prepare for upcoming mock interview.
Right. Okay.
So on the past week, I received a call from the recruiter, and this happens to be like the second calls I'm receiving.
Right.
So basically what they asked was that I should just introduce myself and probably what project I'm working on. So I told them, and they said they'll get back to me this week. Probably the next phase is going to be a technical interview.
Okay.
So so that was why I scheduled a mock interview with you. So probably just for me to like get me prepared before the technical interview. So far so good.
Right.
Keeping our finger crossed.
Cool. Don't overthink that. And interviews are are simple. And once you know your shit, if you don't know your shit, then that's when it becomes a little bit scary, right? And if you can explain the way I just explained what auto scaling is, just for example, auto scaling is for people hearing it for the first time. If you can do as exactly that or something similar to that during in interviews, then you should be good. So you keep applying, obviously with the VA and all that. Then hopefully next few weeks you're getting more eh, interview constantly. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Mo, what's up, bro?
I'm in a baby shower, so if you hear some noise in the background, some baby crying somewhere. But I had to make the
Okay.
call. So
I was feeling that.
that's dedication, you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So no, I don't have a whole lot of problems. I do have. I'm working on Project Run right now. Working on
Right.
Terraform.
Okay.
And Ansible.
Right.
So I'll get to finish that sometimes this week. I just took some time, but yeah, definitely it's very simple. I saw like it's running like 3 hours, but a lot of it was basically troubleshooting.
Right.
Like the majority of the time that you were dealing with was basically troubleshooting. And
Right.
the problem that you had was the region. You had a global essential region because you're in Canada.
Right.
So us being in the East Coast here, I think would make it easier to do so because it's like, it's just gonna maybe play it out with the different. But one thing I'll say though, if we have problems with the region, like can we change it to assimilate to a certain, one region with everything because it's infrastructure that we're building, right?
Right.
So everything has to be in that region. Because I know
Mm,
you explain it like you
yes.
can't
Yeah.
have like a house in America and
Right.
kind of living in Canada, and
Right.
it just wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
So, from my understanding, is like everything should be in that one region and not one country or that county
That's
to make
correct.
sure that everything runs perfectly and you have like low tolerance and visibility across the board.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All
Cool.
right.
So,
Another thing I'll say,
okay.
another thing I'll say, like one thing I understood,
Right.
I was doing a little bit of background. It's like if you understand network, you understand cloud. Because it's like if you can explain it, then you'll be good. Yeah. So that's a
Foundation.
tip that's a tip that I can give everybody. At
Right.
least I come to find out. I'm like, if you understand network, then you understand how everything can move together because we're building like an infrastructure. If we
Right.
know like how, the electricity is everything that, it's going across the board, then you're more likely to be fine with everything.
Right. Right. So
Yep.
I did add that same issue regarding networking and all that at work. I think few weeks back, and what most people don't understand is networking is the and foundation of everything. Now, put in mind, obviously, instance and other extra buckets is also important. Without networking, nothing will work. Just make it simple. So, module two is extremely important. Knowing um the entire system of a private subnet, knowing what to put inside a private subnet, knowing what not to put inside a private subnet, all of that. That's why both projects, the first two projects, I was very specific in terms of networking, the private subnet, putting stuff inside them at the same time, right? So yeah, what said makes sense. And regarding the issue that yeah, I had issues with S3 buckets, and running into issues is extremely common, and you guys will run into issues at work too. So there's nothing special. One skill I have that it just makes me, I guess, cocky is no matter what the issue is, I can figure it out. I'm not special. But with agility or Claude, I'm good. So yeah, Mo, just keep doing it that our way, bro. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Thanks, man.
Sure, bro. So next one is gonna be Charles. What's up, my guy?
I'm good, man.
I think you're currently in Tech Challenge 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. How is it going?
It's going on well, but these few days now I've not done anything because I've not been strong though.
Oh,
So
okay.
even now I just stepped out to get some tablets. So,
Right,
but hopefully tomorrow I'll start again.
right. Okay. Okay, sure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so far so good. Everything is going on well.
Okay. All right, cool, cool. It makes sense. I'll keep doing it that way. I know as for the past few weeks, you have been making massive progress. So as always, if you have any questions, so let me know. All right.
Yeah, I will do that. Thank you.
For sure, bro. For sure. Amal, Amal, what's up, bro?
What activity they give me measuring?
Go measure the thing now. Shouldn't that you measure 4 arms?
Okay. Amal, hi there. I'm not sure if he's here or not. Okay. Shimeze, what's up, bro?
I'm good. How's it going?
Thank God, bro. Good.
Yeah, yeah, good. I'm just I think I'm good for now I'm still in the project fund. But then I just want to like kind of clarify uh what you can use if you can use one like CLI credentials on like two terminals and or even more like or have one like AWS CLI credentials. That's access IDs, access secret code or something like that, security, the password. If you can use it on different like terminals.
You should be able to. I don't think I've actually tried that before. Yes, I think so because I know for projects tree and yeah for project tree you would have to put your CLI your access key inside your GitHub. At the same time, you're going to use it for your terminal, so to build out your infrastructure. So yes, I'll say yes.
Okay. Also, when running like Ansible
Mhm.
on like you want to integrate like Ansible and Terraform on like one terminal. Uh, and then is it best to use like of course you have to like use you have to like you don't need to like create what's it called CLI terminal. You need to like create what's it called WSL, right? I just want to know.
Oh, so for people without MacBook, you know,
Yeah.
uh, no offense, yes, so you need to use CLI, but those
CLI or
sorry, you have to
WSL.
use Ubuntu or BSL.
Okay, get it. It's okay.
Yeah, so just yeah, I would say just do everything inside OBSL. So what's I'm not sure maybe you did some stuff, but what's I used to do and what I tell people to do is link up your OBSL with your VS Code. So that way you're using your VS Code like the normal way. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, of
right.
course.
I'm not sure if you did that already, but you know,
Of
yeah,
course.
cool,
Of
cool,
course.
cool.
That's what I'm doing. But you know, it can be confusing knowing if you can like work with different like CLI for Terraform and then WSL for what's it called Ansible. But at the end of the day, you need to like have them in one terminal, which is WSL.
No, not really. So um Ansible doesn't need CLI.
It's strictly WSL for
Yeah.
Windows.
It needs the OBS, yes. So technically Ansible just needs what? Your path, your IP, just normal stuff, and then you just have access to the server, just so so technically you don't if you don't do it separate like you wanna use the OBSL for the Ansible and use something else for Terraform, cool. They don't have to be in under the same folder or the same file for them to actually work. So, but to make it easier for you, do everything in the same folder. So up to you though.
It's okay, I get it.
Hmm. Perfect.
Um, Nothing else for now. Maybe over time, maybe by next week, by the time I'm done with those assignments and all that, I might come up with some challenges that I'm gonna like share with you as well. For now, that's all.
Sure. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Have a sure, bro. Next one's gonna be Idibor. What's up? Are you there? Think she's also AFK. So, Andrews, what's up, boss?
Yeah, so I'm on the Safe model right now. What I'm left with is I think the Kubernetes part of it, but I'm, just taking it slow. I'm trying to, understand every step. So I
Right.
keep on, doing it over and over again so that, I get the whole picture, you know.
Okay, makes sense.
Try to,
And yeah,
skip some steps and see what errors occur and all. So, yeah.
yeah, cool, cool. Makes sense. And I would say when it comes to module one to module three, I don't want you guys to overthink that. Just understand the basic concept of those tools. Right? Don't think about how they piece together with this, with that. That's what module 7 is for. All right. So as long as you understand what Kubernetes is, you understand, oh, okay, there's pods, they organize Kubernetes to scale up. Why is it important? Those type of stuff, then you are good. Then when you get to the next module, then you're gonna see how everything works together and why that's Kubernetes or any other tool is important. Do you understand, Andrew?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. So, I think the last person is gonna be Joseph. Uh, uh, are you there?
Good afternoon, Mo. How's
After.
everything?
Oh, good.
Yeah, I am almost done with my project one. It took a while. So I will be handing it in tonight and
Right.
then I can start with project two. So far, so good. I don't have any issue or any complaint. And if there is anything that comes up, like I need clarification, then I will reach out to you.
Okay. Absolutely. For sure, bro. So just do that, and yeah, sure. And obviously, if you have any issues, let me know. Apart from Joseph, do anybody else have any questions at all? No. So we'll just go back to the final stuff. They also, I'll just explain this last part, and obviously call it a day. They auto scaling stuff that we did. Traffic spikes, it has gone down, and we are still waiting for this server to get deleted. There we go. It is already shutting down. It took about 15 minutes or so, but obviously traffic is down, and and the auto scaling already kicked in. If you guys understand everything or at least the most important part of what auto scaling is, how it works, and why it is important, I want you guys to type one in the chat. If you understand, if you don't, type two. Okay, just Joseph. Okay, okay. And anybody else? Okay, nice, cool. So I'm gonna end it there, and thank you so much for showing up. As always, if anybody has any questions or issues, let me know, and have a good week. Thank you.